Warning, this episode contains adult language, mature situations, overpowered Isekai antics, kind of boring plot elements, a milquetoast main character, meandering storylines, the latest manga releases, and rants by Zan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Listener discretion is advised. Episode 442, Drugstore in Another World, The Slow Life of a Cheat Pharmacist. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Spiraken Manga Review. I'm your host Zan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno, and what's up? Hope all of you are doing well out there and hope things are going well for you. For me, things are going pretty good, pretty awesome. Reading lots of manga, working hard, and trying to be the best Zan that I can be. And I hope you're being the best person that you can be. Now, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Spiraken is some podcasts and vain reviews about kinetically enhanced narratives, a geeky podcast that talks about nerdy things. We talk about different topics, and since this is a manga review, obviously we're talking about manga. I tell you how the art style is, the overarching plot, the characters, the overall design of the release, and most importantly, if it's worth investing your time in or not. You don't have to agree with anything I or my co-host say, but we try to be educational, enlightening, exciting, and most importantly, entertaining. You can check out any of our earlier episodes at www.spiraken.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, and various other social media sites. And if you like what you hear, remember to support our Patreon at patreon.com/Spiraken to help us create more fun content for you to enjoy. Now, if you have any questions or comments, you can email me personally at Zan, that's Xan, at Spiraken.com, or tweet me at Spiraken. Now that shilling's out of the way, let's actually get to it, because I'm actually excited to talk about this, because we've got a new manga to talk about, but more importantly than that, it's a manga which is an Isekai. Yes, the return of the Isekais. And is this Isekai as good as the last couple? Well, let's find out. So, if you remember from the last episode, I spun that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga, and it dictated to be reviewing a manga that was written by Kennoji. And more importantly than that, it was illustrated by Eri Haruno, and this is based off a light novel that Kennoji wrote and was illustrated instead by Shoji Nigo. But we're talking about the manga, not the light novel. So this is going to be released over here by Seven Seas Entertainment, which is kind of cool. It is a seinen series, which is a fantasy isekai slice of life that originally debuted in October 2018. It's still coming out. The light novel came out 2018 to present. There's actually a kind of sordid story behind it where the original publisher released 2 volumes and then they went bankrupt, so it was sold to another company. Whole big freaking thing. But this version is just the light novels, and we're getting it over here. There's currently 5 volumes. I believe volume 3 is coming out in the U.S. right now. And the title for this manga is Chīto Kusushi no Surō Raifu Isekai ni Tsukurō Drugstore, or Drugstore in Another World, The Slow Life of a Cheat Pharmacist. So this manga is an isekai with the standard beats. You have a middle-aged office worker who is transported to another world and gets a job, is becoming the hero of his other world. However, in this one, this 24-year-old office worker, after he's transported to another world, becomes the manager of a drugstore because his power is alchemy. Most importantly, medicinal alchemy. He's able to take objects and create medicine which tastes really good. And most of it looks like modern candy and soda, so they taste really good as opposed to the current pharmaceutical products, which are potions which taste disgusting. So because of the fact that he makes this amazing potion, everyone loves him, everyone cares about him, and he gets enough money to bake his own drugstore or pharmacy. And assisting him are several individuals. You have Noella, this werewolf who he saved when he first arrived in the world, and she's now stuck to him like a baby, but she's like kind of in love with him. But more important than that, she's addicted to the potions he makes because it tastes really good. You have Mina, the ghost of the house where the drugstore is, because they bought a haunted house and that's where they made the drugstore, and she lived there, and now she's working there because of a magical MacGuffin involving a brooch that lets her move around. You have Elaine, the daughter of the town lord and lady, who's super superiority-ish, and she's interested in the Isekai guy. Fun fact is that Noella calls her Maki Maki, or twirls. And then you have one of his regular buyers, Annabelle, who's leader of the Red Cat Brigade, who's a very sundry character. And then you have Eiji, a person who's in love with Noella, the werewolf, but actually may be the demon lord in disguise. We're not entirely sure. Oh, I forgot to completely mention, the main character's name is Reiji Kiryu. But it doesn't matter because this is a manga that really doesn't go anywhere. It starts off, he ends up in the world, he gets money for the pharmacy, and then it's just him dealing with people coming in for pharmaceutical products. And that's it. And I've read tons of other isekais which are the same premise of it's like, there's a store, and people come in for the products, and then things happen. And a lot of those are very inventive, very different. This one, like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not terrible. It doesn't have some evil twist to it where it's like, oh, it's going to be some harem series or this or that. No, it's just... In this episode, Reiji has to make a medicine to solve X problem. And it happens in a funny way, and that's it. There's not really much going on with it. It's kind of boring. It's not terrible, but it's kind of boring. The art style is okay. No one is really super over-sexualized or they look insane. Actually, Mina and Noella look kind of tame comparatively. So does Elaine and Annabelle. There is one character who is this weird, stalkery guy that likes Reiji because reasons, who has a sister that's kind of interesting, but for the most part, that's about it. It's the same individuals show up for items and nothing else happens. Like, I've discussed other isekais or reverse isekais where you have similar premises, like one of my favorites, Restaurant to Another World. It has people from other worlds coming to the restaurant, but it's engaging to see where they're coming from, what they're thinking about, and all of that. That's fascinating. And then the description of the food is great, and it makes you hungry. This one, it's, hey, this person came here, we've never heard from them before, we don't know anything about them, but they're here for one sentence, and then, ta-da, here's the problem. We're going to fix it with the Deus Ex Machina. Meh. It's missing something about it. It's okay. It's not threatening. It's okay. The art is, like I said, it's standard art. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's just okay. The production quality, it's Seven Seas Entertainment. They do a good job with it. The cover is decent. The translation is good. It just... And while I want to say more, I really can't say much else about it. It's just kind of mediocre. It's like, I've read better isekais than this. I've read worse isekais, but this one just is kind of... Yeah, like I said, it's mediocre. It doesn't really stretch the bar too high. I've read other ones about doctors who are isekai in another world, and it's so fascinating seeing them create the items, his medical problems. It becomes like blackjack, where it's, here's the deal, here's the medical problem, and those are fascinating. This one doesn't feel like that. This one feels just very, I just do two things, and ta-da, I've made my magical potion, or this happens in magic. It's not using their own sense. There's a light novel I'm reading right now, which is called The World's Greatest Assassin Has Become an Aristocrat. I've tried rolling it 4 times. It has not come up. But when it does come up, I'm excited to talk about it because it's engaging and very different. And while it is very ecchi, it is something which is engaging, and it is kind of different and memorable. This isn't memorable. This one actually just kind of scrapes the bottom. And for that reason, I have to give this our second lowest rating, which is... typical reading material, a local corrections facility, or psychiatric institute. It just is okay. It could do so much better, but it doesn't strive for it, doesn't reach for it. And now, if you've read this and you disagree with me, let me know what you think. I don't think I'm wrong, but that's what my thoughts are about this. Let me know if I missed something. So, as usual, remember to check out our podcast at www.spiraken.com for our other shows, including our Spiraken Mini Movie Review, our Spiraken Game Review, the Spiraken Television Tuesday, and all the other podcasts at there. Also check out our YouTube channel for some really fun videos. And with that in mind, let's get to the manga releases for the week. And these are for the 16th of November, 2021. And we have 61 new releases. So going in order, we have Adachi and Sumimura, the light novel, Volume 7, After School Bitchcraft, Volume 3, Adolero Illustrations, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, the manga. Now this is a art book, kind of cool. You have Beastars, Volume 15, Booty Royale, Never Go Down Without a Fight, Volumes 3 and 4, Bungo Stray Dog, Beasts, Volume 2, Cat in a Hot Girl's Dorm, Volume 1, Cheeky Brat, Volume 1, Children of the Whale, Volume 18, Classmates, Volume 4, Sora and Haru, Cross-Dressing Villainess, Sylvia, Volume 1, the light novel, Date Alive, Volume 4, the light novel, Do You Love Your Mom and Her Two-Hit Multi-Target Attacks, Volume 2, the light novel, Dragon Goes House Hunting, Volume 7, Drugstore in Another World, The Slow Life of a Cheat Pharmacist, Volume 3, the manga. Just talked about that. For the Kid I Saw in My Dream, Volume 7, Gal Gohan, Volume 9, Goblin Slayer Side Story 2, Daikatana, Volume 2, the manga, Goblin Slayer, Volume 13, the light novel, Hazura Skill, the guild member with a worthless skill is actually a legendary assassin, Volume 3, Hell's Paradise, Jigo Kuraku, Volume 2, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift, Volume 8, ID Divided, #Break Broken, Volume 3, the Cat Lord's Manservant, Volume 2, In the Land of Ledley, Volume 4, I've Become an Omega Today, I've Been an Omega Since Today, Let This Grieving Soul Retire, Volume 1, Loner Life in Another World, light novel, Volume 2, Love of Kill, Volume 5, Luscious, Volume 4, Magical Explorer, Volume 1, the light novel, Moroku-chan, Volume 4, and I'm actually excited for this one, Murcielago, Volume 18, Namiaki Zakari, Volume 1, Overlord, Volume 14, the manga, Parallel Paradise, Volume 7, Puella Magi Madoka Magica, Wrath Arc, Volume 1, Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl, Volume 11, the light novel, Reborn as a Polar Bear, Volume 6, Reign of the Seven Spellblades, Volume 4, the light novel, Robo Sapiens, Tales of Tomorrow, the omnibus manga, Rust Eater Bisco, Volume 1, light novel, Teasing Master Tagaki-san, Volume 13, The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten, Volume 3, the light novel, The Devil is a Part-Timer, Volume 17, the manga, The Eminence in Shadows, Volume 2, The Executioner and a Way of Life, Volume 3, The Girl I Saved on the Train Turned Out to Be My Childhood Friend, Volume 1, the light novel, The Hero Laughs While Walking the Path of Vengeance a Second Time, Volume 1, the manga, The Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter, the manga, Volume 4, The Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another Life, manga, Volume 1, The Splendid Work of a Monster Maid, Volume 1, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Volume 12, Trinity 7, Volume 24, Unnamed Memory, Volume 4, the light novel, Urusei Yatsura, Volume 12, Val Love, Volume 11, Welcome to Succumbus High, Volume 3, The Wizards of Mickey, Volume 6, and Zom 100, The Bucket List of the Dead, Volume 4. Now, for me, what I'm excited for is Zom 100, Urusei Yatsura, The Hidden Dungeon, The Hero Laughed, Robo Sapiens, Moroku-chan, and then Goblin Slayer, and that's it. The rest I'm kind of 50-50 on. Oh, and Dumbaroo, however the dumbbells you left. Besides that, what about you? What are the ones that you're excited about? Which ones engage you and make you interested? Let me know. Now, I think that's it for this episode. As usual, thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it so much. Things are changing. Things are going as fast as they can. But you know what? I'm going to keep doing this podcast as long as I can because I love doing it. I'm going to keep going till I have to read manga in large print because I love it so much. I love recommending manga. That's why I do this. And I love when you guys send me messages. So remember to like, subscribe, support our Patreon to help us create more fun content for you to enjoy. And let's get to that part you've all been waiting for. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, the Wheel of Manga, except a substitute. Now, what is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on. What I've done is I've assigned a manga title to each of the 10 slots. So we're going to spin the one that only the Wheel of Manga. Whatever number it lands on, the manga that is in that spot is the one I review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, episode 443. So let's spin and see what we're going to review, shall we? Number 6. So in the next episode, I'm going to be reviewing a manga about a skull-faced wizard that adopts, kidnaps, spies a girl. And yes, we're talking about The Ancient Magus Bride. I've been talking about doing this one for a while, but we're finally going to get to it. Is it going to be as good as I think it is, or is it going to be terrible? Well, you're going to have to sit and find out. But as usual, I'm your host, Zahn. I'm Gonzville. I'll catch you guys next time. You're all awesome, and as usual, keep reading manga.